just due to things of him being a melee hero, Echo Saber, much easier escapes. He's got like 3 different ways to escape. He can dark pack things, he can leap over trees, he can press his ultimate, he can press his Shadow Blade. What does Clinks do? He uses that built-in invis skill that your opponents are always going to predict. You can basically prevent them from moving, and because they already saw an arrow from Iceberg, Bamboe gets arrowed.
Oh, SexyBamboe, what an arrow, and a stomp out. There you go.
He's salty. That happened because of how an arrow basically magically lifts, so it changes the camera perspective. So Bamboe thought he was going to dodge that, and he tried to get it really close because he knows he's a good player, sometimes too good of a player. Jesus. Better than a player than he is, and he gets hit by the arrow, so definitely salty right now.
Uh-oh, Stomp coming out on Sing Sing. Here comes the arrow. What a save! What the hell? This is incredible! Wow! SexyBamboe with the nice disruption there, and they're going to try to put a little bit of damage, but man, this match is insane. It's a high MMR game, Purge. I can't keep up. These metas are too much for me. Whew!
Mag doing pretty well in the offlane. Normally Disruptor is okay at zoning, but it's tough this game. Elder Titan died to a neutral.
Okay, great.
Is that what this is about?
That's good. I like that.
Clinks versus Tide is kind of a good matchup too. In some ways, that the Clinks pick is justified. I can't wait to see if FN plays well though. I mean, I'm just thinking about the last like 5 times Clinks has been drafted, and almost always it just completely falls flat. So, but I have a lot of faith in FN as a carry. I really think he's a new stand-up player.
SexyBamboe gets his double damage purged out by the Fortune's End on Oracle. Uh-oh, he's going to be grabbing him. I don't think this will be too much of a big damage here. Oh, but here is FNG with a beautiful stomp. There we go. And the gank never ends. Stand in 3-3, trying to make his way up there. Not going to happen. And he is thrown back. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we see Mag is in some serious trouble here as he takes some major damage. His Jumpy is on cooldown. The time walk. He's going to have to TP out. Sometimes, Purge, it's better to not kill and make them go home. Then they have to walk. Don't you agree?
That's almost as good as your slaughter analysis.
What? It was true.
Close. It is.
Alright, anyway. Mid lane, not too much going on. We do see another neutral kill here. The neutrals are doing really well. Something
major is happening in the mid lane, and that's that Potom has way more last hits than Tiny does. And I know they've been having a little bit of action, fighting back and forth, but Sing Sing should not be this far behind, especially because Tiny's base damage is quite high. It's difficult against the kind of harass Samurana puts out, but especially he has to worry about Elder Titan all the time like this.
Oh, there we go again. Another stomp and an arrow connect. And look at that damage. That's the Oracle combo I was talking about. He's trying to make his way out here. Mr. Tidehunter coming in, trying to help out Sing Sing in some major problems. And boom, that's an arrow to the face. 3-3, not able to do anything here. As another disruption comes out, though, they might be able to turn this around just a little bit. Iceberg does not have leap. 19 seconds. He is donezo. Bagunzo. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane as well, SexyBamboe taking some major hits. Can he make it out? That Oracle damage early game. It's harsh, but it heals. He's fine.
It's actually more damage than usual due to the natural aura that FNG has already picked up. One of the things that makes it so cool. But nice plays by Kaipi there. The fact that they were able to actually get the bottom kill out of that was huge. They're always ready to rotate, and that's one of the biggest advantages that Kaipi has as a team. Very good at roaming aggressively, and very good at shutting down roam from enemy teams.
Yeah, very good stuff. All right, Cthulhu takes the bottle, and he moves back into the mid, handing off that bottle to Mr. Tiny. Not too much going on here, Purge. I feel like this match is a little bit too intense for me. It's too high MMR. I don't really understand half the things that are happening, but we're still doing great, Purge. I got you, buddy. That's all I need.
Well, you see, Slacks, the way Shadow Demon works is if you cast Shadow Poison 5 times, it does 16 times the damage that it would normally.
You've lost me already. That's
multiply
too much,
that by the stack damage number that you can see on his icons.
No,
and
that's
it's
too much.
Pretty obvious.
Please stop.
Bamboe trying to stack Ancients with his Shadow Poison. That would have worked if it was a Dragon camp, but it isn't a Dragon camp, so it's smart for him to try the dual stack though, because if he can accelerate that, it's gonna give Tide a bigger advantage. So slightly unlucky that it wasn't Dragons, but I do like that when Shadow Demon players do this. They should do it more often. You can easily stack 2 camps almost every single time that the minute turns. So just accelerates all your carries.
God damn, my head hurts. I've learned so much about Shadow Demon in this game. It's too much. Anyway, down in the middle lane. Let's talk about items. What do we got, Purge?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about items. I liked how CemaTheSlayeR was sapping experience from Tide to lane level 6.
Oh! Shit, CemaTheSlayeR coming in. Here we go, another damage and the arrow. The combo is just too easy, Purge. You don't get an arrow.
I would not want to ever be this tiny. Like there's so many heroes that can easily gank him, and there's always going to be the arrow follow up. The only solution is really if Bamboe's constantly sitting behind him. So maybe he can criticize Bamboe for that. Bamboe instead going to the top lane to grab levels and experience, and he had to actually use his TP about 30 seconds before. Like, what if it's just like a vacation or something? And you're like,
I don't think it's nice. You look at the Shadow Demon. He doesn't look like a guy who's gonna.
What if he's just like a really nice guy and he just wants to give you some like vacation time because it's like a timeshare or something? He doesn't use it and he feels bad because he pays like $2,000 a month or something. He's like, please use my timeshare. Nobody else is.
That does make sense. I mean, he is evil, and only evil people do buy timeshares. So
or sell them. Let's be real.
Let's be real. Sorry, timeshare people.
yeah. We just flamed all of the timeshare employees that haven't been watching.
They're not gonna like that.
That was a joke.
That was not a joke. Fuck.
Probably found in reality, but.
Okay, here we go. Anywho, let's talk about some stuff here. I'm gonna do some analysis. You ready for this?
Okay. Is it about
Tide Hunter?
There's no Slardar, so.
There's no Slardar in this game. Here's some my analysis here. Bone 7 gonna die. He's asleep. He's under the tower though. He's okay. Just kidding.
All right. Anyway, doesn't have 6. Clinks doesn't have an Orchid. How does he die there?
Okay. Well, he went to
You're
sleep.
fired. You're actually fired.
I'm sorry. I didn't know he'd get the leap off. You don't have to jump my shit about this.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, bottom lane. Here we go.
Meg could chrono, but there's nobody here to follow up is the problem.
Uh-oh, Purge. Don't talk too quick, because here comes FNG. This is the perfect thing.
Literally the perfect hero for this, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Tide's positioning is pretty good, though. They're anticipating this Clink's rotation. They have a sentry in the area.
I don't want to say I'm right, but I was right.
Alright, the only reason you're right is because all of Vega's heroes were there, and he even bothered to attack Sema. He knew he wasn't going to kill him. Like, Sema just could have ultied himself, or casted his second skill immediately upon getting pounced, and he just would have lived no matter what. Like, there was actually no way that Bone 7 gets that kill, unless Sema's just not watching his hero. And there's a high chance that his opponents were in that area. Now, he did have a ward there, so he thought that Sema might be alone, but everybody on Vega was in the general area. Meg just farming the jungle aggressively due to the tier 1 tower being dead. I mean, there's some of these things could have been predicted, but Kaipi's kind of dropping the ball right now this game.
How much you want to bet?
Anything new for Tiny? Is that Blink?
Nope. Is that Blink?
Okay, he's got Blink.
Okay, this game's
time to play the game.
This is new. Okay. You can't give Tiny any room, man. Once he gets that Blink in the early game, that is a massive amount of damage coming out. So, scary stuff here.
He has an Arcane Rune, too, by the way. So, if they can fight with this, he can do combos so much more rapidly.
Alright. I hope you've been on Betway right now, because put your bets in. It's about to go down. Here we go. Middle lane. The defense comes. The smoke is on. Will we be able to get a pick here on our jungle Iceberg Mirana?
Oh,
should be pretty easy. Oh! Didn't even get to know. She didn't even know she was going to die, Purge. It came
she really
so suddenly.
didn't. They didn't even pounce that. They just knew it was to kill him. Here's a follow-up.
Oh, God. Here we go. FNG taking a little bit of damage. He is going to be brought back, though. And the throw, the slam, and the jam. He's out of there. Most likely. Take a little vacation. See the timeshare before you die.
Oh, the toss back on Sema.
Oh, could it happen? It will, and they're going to go straight on top of CemaTheSlayeR as well, taking some massive damage under the tower. It is the beefiness of these heroes to be able to tower dive like this so early in the game, Purge. And there we go.
And Sing Sing's mana is still full. Every single cast was 72 mana instead of the typical 120, so they do all of that fighting, they kill all of those heroes, and they're going to get a tower from it.
Beautiful. But
and they're still ready. They didn't even Ravage. Like, they're so far ahead.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Kind of.
Purge.
They're playing from behind, though. But that fight, that was like the best timing I've ever seen in a long time for a team that was pretty stagnant for the last 10 minutes.
Pretty stagnant indeed. Here we go.
Way too much snacking. That's the problem.
Snacking?
Snacknet.
Snacknet? Is that a word?
Snacking at the other dimensions vacation house.
You're really still on this, aren't you? Listen,
I'm all in. I play Shadow Demon. I know what he's actually saying, dude. It's obvious. He's like, please don't throw up on my couch.
You're still all in on this.
Please wash the sheets after you're done with it. During that combo, then they can absolutely win the fight, but that's difficult with SD in the game.
Everyone's pretty spread out here. If they go in, it's going to be a disaster. Here we go. Iceberg in some major trouble. There goes our first Ravage of the game, and Iceberg is looking not so good. But the counter chrono initiation. Here we go with FMG. The damage, the power of that little Clinks. He don't give a hoot. And here we go. Can we probably get SexyBamboe? The chase is on. They're trying to find him. Arrow goes out. Not going to be hitting anything, but wait a second. Could we see another initiation here?
Oh, no bash.
Get him, baby. Run. Run! Sell your timeshare before it's too late! No! Oh, he's out. That's damage.
So much damage.
Clinks. My God.
The fight looks so good for Kaipi there. They initiated properly. They threw 2 heroes in. Just didn't work. Do we have a replay for that one?
Ooh. Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, because here we go. FNG still on the hunt. I mean, the massive amount of damage that this guy does. If he gets a single stun, whoop! We got an invisible Slarky Malarkey. He's moving in just like Dark Greed Prison. Will he be able to find his way out? He's got the mana, he's got the stun, and he's got the fun. Here comes the Tide Hunter. Throw down! No! The arrow is going to be able to stop him a little bit. Here comes... Go! Show me the damage! He's out of there. Thank God. Uh-oh. They're actually going to get some more out of this, Purgy. This is not looking too good.
Toss kind of hurting things slightly, but killing the Clinks was a huge initiation there for them. Yep. Their chase is just so strong. How can you play against Blink Dagger with Toss? The amount of utility that you get out of it is they've got Pounce. They just have so many things that force Vega to continue the fight. Those Chronosphere fights that Vega had are perfect, but expecting on them to happen every fight is not likely.
Absolutely. And Clinks has to be in the perfect position for those. If he's not, hurt. It ain't good.
I mean, he has been very effective. He's 6-1 and 2 right now. That was his first death. But they expected to be able to take the tower. They take the tier 2, and let's jump to a replay.
Whoop.
Okay, so replay time. And the thing to take away from this fight definitely is the Static Storm right here. It was used on 2 heroes, and they didn't even kill Iceberg. Look at this right now. 4-man Chrono, False, Promise, and Fate's Edict, and all those spells Oracle Counter out, they're all on there, on the Mirana. And Iceberg doesn't even die in the whole fight. So you blow 2 ults, which are your teamfight winning ones, instantly, in the first 2 seconds of the fight. You don't get any kills, and well, then it's just easy mode for Vega. They can just pretty much throw anything they want at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah,
especially with Clinks on the outside of that, it just makes a huge difference. Like 1 or 2 heroes die right away. Tiny is actually quite weak to Clinks with the Deso.
Sorry,
so he's got to be careful.
We might be seeing a little bit of action here in the bottom lane. Oh no, we got time.
What are you talking about, dude? They were. I mean, they're grouping,
what?
But like
they're grouping. I thought it could happen. I mean, he ran in there very aggressively. You could see it in his little face. He had fire in his eyes. Because he's Clinks.
Does he? I thought it was like fire in his chest.
Okay, thank you, Purge.
So were you there when we figured out the lore that Clinks looks like a Smeeble?
Yeah, right? Check this out. Pimp Munkle. We figured out that he's a freaking dead Smeeble.
Where?
Look at the Smeeble courier, Clinks. He's got the same horns. He's got everything, dude.
Okay, we're going to showcase.
Check this out, too.
Yeah, go ahead. You got this.
His chest is the Aegis of Immortality, which is what a Smeeble stole from the shopkeeper to become Roshan, dude.
Yeah, so now look at Clinks. Look at Clinks and Roshan. They have the same horns.
They're the same, dude. Right. They're all Smeebles, bro.
Okay.
Anyway,
when Smeebles came out, I'm like, okay, they just created this weird little thing. Like, that's cool, I guess.
No, dude.
But it's all intertwined.
It's all in the lore, bro. You had no idea.
Great. Thanks, Slacks.
let me look at his skeleton too. Yeah, I mean he kind of looks like a person, but.
Double blink! Look at that great blink. That was very good, but 3-3 kept the vision very well.
Like
but
they're
really
synchronized swimmers.
Yeah, that was great, Purge. You're really doing it.
Okay, thank you. I'm new to this analogy thing with children's
we got great
themes.
Analogies. Yeah, children.
The best analogies.
It's the best way to get a child to follow you is using analogies.
Okay. Is this how you get subscribers? These
Damn, dude! Damn! No. I was more of a... I like the direction you took that. That was more of a joke about kidnapping children. So thank you for taking it to a different direction than where I was headed. Anyway, so what do we got here? Purge, talk to me about items. I know you love talking.
4 step. Got me again. 4 staff on Shadow Demon. The goal for SD now is that he can sit so far back that he doesn't get caught in Chronospheres. Because he wants to be there to catch allies or defend allies if they do get caught, but you run into this problem where Void jumps for the back lane anyways, assumes there's heroes there, and if you get caught in that, you die instantly. So that's one of the problems for Kaipi in that last fight.
Hey, I got a problem for Kaipi. We got a double smoke. Here we go. It's a Snoop Dogg video. They both reveal, but one of them's on the high ground. Holy shit, Matt going ham.
Why would he go in?
What is he doing? He's caught out, and what is happening? This is so confusing. FNG putting on the damage. That's one hero I can understand as they go straight on Bone 7. Bone 7 gonna pop his ultimate, try to do what he can, and FN is just putting on the damage. There we go. FN with the only kills that we're seeing. Stand-in is gonna TP away and taunt at the same time. Pretty hilarious stuff.
So yeah, Kaipi's kind of on the back foot. Vegas really controlling the game now, though. The last couple of fights have, in some ways, been Kaipi teamfight throws, but Vega is playing more aggressive in the way that they need to.
Yep, FN just taking these towers so easily with his Deso. They don't need to fight, but they can if they want to. Sing a little bit. Oh, barely making it out of there. Great blink by Sing. And yeah, I mean, it's the noose is tightening for Team Kaipi. Purge, how do they come back in this game?
Group and take fights. That's the thing. They've got to win fights, and they can. They've got Ravage, they have Tiny, they have Disruptor. Just they have to get maximum value out of their skills. They have to use them in the right way, and they have to go in first. Once they do that, they'll be fine. But it's going to be hard to take these fights. There's Invis heroes on the enemy team. They've got a gem as well, so most of the wards for Kaipi are being destroyed. Makes it hard for them to get that engagement. They have to worry about getting smoking under wards, walking into Clinks, who runs the opposite way and pops BKB. It's kind of tough. Daedalus now on Clinks as well. He's insanely farmed. Great damage.
Oh god, that is going to be absolutely disgusting, the next Chronosphere that comes out. They've got to be super careful. What do you do? What do you do? Chronosphere comes out, half your team's going to die, dude.
Kill faces Void first. I actually think the Slark maybe made a small mistake there. Should have followed the Void. They could have possibly glimpsed him back. I think they were scared that the whole Vega team was behind him, though.
I don't know. I don't want to sound like a defeatist, but these guys are screwed.
I don't want to sound like I'm calling the game before it's over, but this game's over. There's a BKB on Mag as well. He hasn't died yet. The BKB is going to guarantee his chrono gets off. No Ravage problems.
Oh, whoa! FNG taking some major damage. Go to sleep, Slarky Malarkey. It doesn't matter, though. He's just going to pop it out, run into an arrow! Oh, my God! Can they do anything with this, though? Six is going to put on some major damage. Here comes the Ravage, but the chrono doing so much. Bone 7. Why did you disrupt him? Oh, God! He's... Oh, good disruption. There we go. My B. I thought he was going to die. He saved his life. Now Slark is able to turn it around on Mag. Mag gonna jump out of that. And FN, a triple kill. Whew. Taking some deep breaths. I'm gonna hold it together. Yeah.
So would it be better if I said hard purge or?
Just let it go. Anyway, so tell me about items purge. I mean, do we have any? Sorry. All right, smoke coming out here on the top.
It's gone. That joke is definitely gone. It's funny.
Come on, one more. Okay. We got
Silver Edge is what Slark's picking up. He still has the casual plate mail, completely worth it. He can break the passive for Elder 10. That'd be pretty good. Oh. Two ships passing the net, except one of them knows that the other ship is there.
Oh, show me an arrow. No. Close though. They could be able to get him though. Sing Sing is a little bit. Go to sleep. Not gonna happen. There's the chrono, and that is gonna cost them so much. Without that, I mean, they're gonna be able to force a buyback. They're taking a tower. Not good, buddy.
It's not time for Rex yet. There's still tier 2s that they have to kill, but a little unfortunate for them to use Chronosphere, but...
They got this. They're going to at least force a buyback, right, Purge?
Maybe. It's possible. They
have
Rabbit, I guess. They could take a fight.
This is going to be a hard Purge right here. Come on,
baby.
Could be.
And that's why Slark's in the game, man. That's the strength of him.
What?
His hard Purge. Dark Pact.
What?
That's a real thing, dude. A soft purge is you can remove a disable that is weak, like Urn. You can purge that off. You can remove things like, I don't know, Thunderstrike.
Oh shit! FN is in some major trouble here. He is gonna pop a BKB though. I mean, that could have been the end of him. Bone 7 gonna be popping that out with Gem of True Sight up on Slark. So they do have a chance here.
Whereas a hard purge is a spell like Dark Pact, Abaddon, Shield.
Nobody cares how soft or hard you are, Purge.
They exist. Those things exist, dude.
I know we exist.
It's a real thing. I'm not just saying it because I want to say it.
In 30 years, it's all going to be soft purge. Trust me. All right?
30? Come on, more like 60 minimum.
60?
At that point, Iceberg will have removed it from the game, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god. What are we talking about anymore? Anyway.
Mechanics.
Mechanics? Not good at that. I don't know. I just feel bad. I don't see how Kaipi come back into this. I honestly don't. I mean, they have to not get chronoed. They have to get a pick off. They have to hope to God that they can stay together, grouped up enough to save each other from getting picked by Clinks, but not too grouped to be caught in the chrono. I mean,
it's
they
hard
gotta thread the needle here.
The problem was that they didn't exploit this pre-BKB timing well enough. They tried to take those fights, and the ones that they did take went a little south. And because of that, they didn't accelerate into the mid to late game. It was really just the mid game went okay, but not good enough to justify their hero picks. Because now Tidehunter just dies to 5 hits from Clinks. Normally tanky heroes that are survivable and difficult to kill, Clinks makes them look like a joke.
Yep.
Just like you.
Okay. Thank you, Bert. Anyway, down at the bottom, we're gonna see a push here. I don't imagine that they would want to beat through this. We have all the ultimates are up and ready to party. Most of the team has to TP back now, and if Void can just get anything resembling a decent chrono, this is going to be one easy fight for them. It is up to Team Kaipi. to use their intelligence, their positioning, and their Dota knowledge to make sure that they get those hard purges.
All they have to do is play well, and it'll happen.
And then they fucking leave.
Horses versus castles or something. You always want to fight with the horses on the ground, right?
What the
not
fuck
the
are
castle.
you talking about?
What are horses going to do to siege it? What are they going to do to siege? All right, so you got one army that has a ton of horses, and you got one army that's...
what is this a reference to?
It's like
I've never heard this in my life.
Battle? Like, geez, dude, we're theorycraft in battle. If you got a bunch of horses,
horse against a castle.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what they would have been. Bring them out in the open, run them in circles. Haven't you ever seen Lord of the Rings, dude? Jesus.
I'm not a nerd, all right. All I know is lore. I read the wiki of Lord of the Rings. I've never seen the movie, but I can tell you all about the lore. All right, well, let's see if these horses can bump up against this castle here.
They will be able to if nobody's actually standing inside of it, but Disruptor's going to show up.
Oh, the scan reveals they scanned! Yeah, this is why you should have pushed 9 minutes ago, boys, and not let him get all these awesome items. But what do I know? Here we go, pieliedie in some trouble. He going to... Oh, no nap time for me. I'm staying awake.
Force.
Woo! Very good.
If he got stomped there, he was definitely dead, 100%.
Very good analysis. Thank you.
And then it would have been a 5v4, which is
bad.
Whoa! Which is my point.
You're blowing my brain!
Which means I have a much higher chance of taking a Rax.
Alright, here we go. Horses are moving up.
Game.
Will these horses... Oh my god, that is a perfect chrono on just the one that they need. You gotta get 3-3. Here we go, the damage coming out. No Ravage, no problem, and no way that they're gonna be able to win this team fight now. Sing Sing going down massively. There's the Ravage with the buyback. Good buyback. They're putting all of that they can on FN, but he is not giving a hoot, and he's gonna go down, though. The Bone 7 who comes in. Another
Sing Sing can stay alive. This is huge.
Come on, Singing digging! 3-3 looking not so good, and he's out as well. There goes the Aegis, but Bone 7 is still alive. Can they put up enough gusto to get this Slarky Malarkey down in prison yet again? Here we go! Dark Reef says hello again. Sing Sing bought back, but he's not looking too hot. Could he escape? No! He's out of there.
That's
and
easily
Kaipi, a GG.
We're going to Game 5 again. The last two series have been insane, but $13,000 on the line, and Vega is pulling it out. Beautiful draft from them. The Clinks did so much that game. It's fun to see FN use it. He barely died, and that always kept his advantage of minus armor, single target damage, and BKB at the perfect timings that allowed them to exploit the Kaipi lineup. So maybe Kaipi needed to force way more engagements early, but it just didn't quite happen